Hey, Muscle420 here, and welcome back to my build series on YouTube. This build is going to be for the Magica Dragonknight for PvP. So stick around if you want to learn more about the Magica Dragonknight and what it's capable of in PvP. This is exactly what I'm running. I will include some footage in the build video itself of some small-scale fights that I got into just a couple of days ago. Anyway, happy Monday, and here it goes. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with the character screen, and we're going to be buffed up when I show you this. So I'm going to take a pot real quick. I'm going to activate this. We'll just activate everything. And on our character screen we have about 3892 spell damage, and that gets buffed up to about 4k once we get continuous attack, a little bit over 4k actually. Spell critical sitting at 27.7%, max Magica is about 35k, and our recovery is 1968. We got about 2k Magica recovery on the front bar, which is exactly what we need. Our resistances are insane though. We sit at about 31k spell resistance on front bar, 24k physical resistances. Our spell penetration is sitting at 14k right now, and we also have 2600 critical resistance. And there's a reason why we have a little bit less than most of our other builds. We'll get to that in a second. We are a high elf, because we need to break free a lot, and when you cast an ability as a high elf you get stamina back. We have 64 points into Magica, 0 points into health, 0 points into stamina. We are running the Atronach Mundus Stone for recovery, and for our food we are running Clockwork Citrus Fillet. This increases max health and max Magica. It also gives you health recovery and Magica recovery as well, so it's super good. We are running an Inferno Staff on the front bar. A lot of MagDks would run a Lightning Staff, reason being for the damage over time AoE stuff that Magica Dragonknights do, but I am more focused on single target, so that's what we're going with. We're going with the Inferno Staff on the front bar. We'll get to our inventory in just a second. Next up is skills. So our main DPS ability is going to be Flame Lash. So this plays really well with the Magica Dragonknight because there's a couple of flex spots that you have here. You can knock targets off balance a lot, and then you can you hit them with a power lash and it heals you, so it's really good. This is a nice spammable for once you lay down your dots. Now, first dot's going to be Burning Embers. This one heals you as well. So once it wears off the target, it actually does heal you. You can also refresh it on the target and it'll heal you right there as a burst heal. So this should be your first ability that you cast on your opponent. Engulfing Flames is second ability. This ability is going to give you 10% extra damage with fire. So that's great. That's why we run our Flame Staff on the front bar. Gives us a little bit extra damage to the target. This is one of our flex skills, Draw Essence. Draw Essence basically heals you. So you deal magic damage to nearby enemies all around you when you're surrounded, and it heals you instantly for 163% of the damage caused. I think that goes up as you level it up. So this is getting leveled. And then on the front bar, because we didn't have any room on our back bar, we have Harness Magica. We barely use this. It's kind of... I might actually drop this for a different skill, possibly. So you can run this if you want. If you don't want it, it's fine too. We run Take Flight. Take Flight is our main ultimate. It does a ton of damage, and it knocks them back and stuns them. It's definitely a brawler type move. When you're, when you're in a fight, you can do this, and it just knocks everyone off you. Sometimes it'll even kill people. It's pretty funny, really. A lot of the times it'll kill people if you catch them off guard. So it's a really nice ultimate. So that's the front bar, and then the back bar. This is going to be our buff bar. We're running a sword and board. We have hardened armor, Carterize, Race Against Time. Now Carterize is a nice heal over time. It's good when you have some friends running with you. You run Carterize. This will go to them if they need it. Hardened armor gives you physical and spell resistance 59-48 for 20 seconds, which is nice, and it also gives you a damage shield, which is, it's small in PvP, but hey, whatever. As long as you have some type of shield, you're doing okay. We're Race Against Time, so Race Against Time gives you Major Expedition, Minor Force, and it increases critical damage and movement speed. That's what Major Expedition, Minor Force mean. And then activating this ability removes all snares and immobilizations from you and grants immunity for 1 second. So that's really nice. And then Fragmented Shield. Now this, we don't use this for the shield. No one really cares about that. But what it does is it gives you Major Mending that increases your healing done by 16% for 6 seconds. So you pop this and then you pop your heal, which is Coagulating Blood, and you'll get a giant heal. So it does heal up to your missing health as well, so it's really, really good. And then it also gives you health recovery, which is really nice. So you pop that and you've all of a sudden got a ton of health recovery. Boosts you up to about 1200 there. So yeah, that's the skills. And then on the back bar, our ultimate is Shifting Standard. This is good for group play if you're doing, let's say, scenario number 1, a bridge battle, and you're in the cubby, and you and your buddies are, holding your ground there. You just pop your standard down there. That way, you can shackle enemies when they come into it, and it applies Major Defile to the enemies, and reducing healing received and health recovery, and you can just move this anywhere you want. So it's really good. I think it... Yeah, I don't believe this one reduces damage taken. So it's the other one that reduces damage taken, but this one is good because it actually debuffs the enemies. So that's what I run as Shifting Standard. As far as passives, you want all the passives. Ardent Flame, Draconic Power, Earth and Heart, you want all the passives there. One-Handed Shield, you want all the passives there. I debated on taking Pierce Armor, but don't really need it. Don't really need Pierce Armor, although that would up our penetration a little bit in solo play, and I might slot that in solo play, but in small scale you don't really need Pierce Armor. It's not really something that's needed here. And then so all the passes in One-Handed Shield, all the passes in Destruction Expert, We're not taking any passes. Oh no, we're taking all the passes in light armor because we are Magica. No passes in medium armor because we're not wearing any medium pieces. And then heavy armor, we take all the passes there because we're wearing one heavy. So we want to min-max as best as possible here. Fighters Guild, all the relevant passives. Mages Guild, we're not using any Mages Guild abilities, so we don't need any passives there. Psijic Order, we are using Race Against Time, so we take all the passives. Undaunted, we take all the passives. Assault, once this is leveled up, we'll have all the passives as well. We are High Elf. This is what I'm talking about. This is the ability. This is why I picked the High Elf. Because it gives you stamina back, and it's really nice. It's a nice little bonus. Alchemy, we take everything for Alchemy, just because, why not? We have the skill points, might as well. And then that's it. So that's it for skills there. Let's get into our inventory. So the gear that we're running is going to be what I run on all tunes in PvP right now, no proc. So it's going to be the Spinner's Inferno Staff with it's sharpened, and then it gives you penetration at the end, the 5-piece bonus. We are running Escapist Poisons here. Now this is what you want for your Flame Lash ability, because when this procs, they're gonna be immobilized, and then you'll get that free whip that heals you. So it's really nice. And the way you craft these is the same way you would craft your I'm having a brain fart. Your immovability pots. You just use Alkahest instead. So it's just to let you know, it's Columbine, Mountain Flower, and then Wormwood with Alkahest, and you'll craft that. So the back bar is going to be Critical Repost. Now you can craft this. It is craftable at let's see, right here at Velastris. So you gotta. Jeez, blue is gated. This is terrible. You go to Velastris, there's a crafting station here. That's where you craft your Critical Repost. So that's, you want to do that. The reason why is because the 2-piece gives you critical resistance. Now on the back bar, yeah, and the trait, I have defending sword, and I have an impen shield with the tri-glyph on it. And then I've got the damage health poisons there as well. But this also has a, just in case the poisons run out, this has a, what is it? It's an Oblivion damage glyph, I think, but I can't see it because I got the damn poisons on. Hold on. Yeah, Oblivion damage. So it's, I mean, pick which one you want. Oblivion damage is good too. And then, so on the yeah, so on my character screen I'm at 3k crit resist, which is really nice on the back bar. And that's what you want. You want things like that. So on the helm it's going to be Damihas for the max stamina, max Magica. It's going to be really nice in PvP. And then the body's going to be all impen fortified brass. But the surprise here for the shoulder is going to be a Valken Scoria shoulder, and it's going to be for the spell pen. So you get an extra 1500 spell pen running Valken Scoria, which is super nice. And then the rest is going to be fortified brass, all impen, all gold with max Magica enchantments. Jewelry, we're going to have spinners with spell damage. One's going to be bloodthirsty, and then the rest are arcane, all with spell damage. Because you're going to lose out on spell damage because we're not taking the spell damage Mundus. We're taking the Atronach for recovery. So that's what we're running for gear. You can switch this out. You can run like a Swarm Mother's shoulder or something like that if you want for a little bit more resources. But I run the pen because it's like it kills stuff quicker. If you have more penetration, you'll just kill stuff quicker. So let's go into the champion tree here. Inside the champion tree we have 40 Hardy, 40 Elemental Aegis, 10 into quick recovery. We've got Resilience slotted for the crit resistance. And then we have Preparation. We have it at the 2% buff there, just for, you know, if you have to fight guards or whatever. We have Duelist Rebuff slotted. I might not use that. I'm not sure. But yeah, I have it slotted now. Piercing all the way up to 40. Flawless Ritual 40. And then War Mage is at 30. We have 10 into here, so we can get to here fighting Finesse, just in case we want it. And then we have Deadly Aim slotted. Damage done by single target, 2%. And then we also have Thaumaturge slotted. Damage over time by 10%. Now that's going to be your breath, your claw, burning status, anything like that. That's going to be what that is. And then also we have max Magica passive, and we have max stamina passive as well, because we have enough CP to do that. On the red tree, this is where I might change a few things actually. It's very possible I might change some things here. We have Hero's Vigor. I actually might do that right now. Yeah, I might do that right now. I gotta go to work in like 10 minutes, but I'm gonna do this real quick just to get this done. We want to get to Bastion, so we're gonna put 10 there. And we're gonna pump Bastion up. We're gonna actually use this. Yeah, we're gonna use that. We're gonna slot Bastion. So anyway, we have max Tumbling. Juggernaut is slotted. Defiance, it's break free all the way up. And then we have Ironclad slotted as well for the extra armor. We have Rejuvenation for the extra recovery. This actually might not need this. I might swap some stuff out, but I definitely want a Bastion slotted because Bastion's going to make things amazing against shielded opponents and everything. And then the crafting tree. Basically, I'll just show you my slottables here. We have Rationer, which increases the food duration. Liquid Efficiency makes it so you might not consume a potion when you consume one. War Mount for removing stamina cost because I don't have my stamina on my War Mount. And then Gifted Rider for the increased mount speed. It's just for Cyrodiil, open world, that sort of thing. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I run here. I'm gonna pump this up. There we go. There. And that's what I'll be running. It may change, but that's pretty much what I'm running here for my Magica Dragonknight. I hope you enjoyed the build, and I do hope that this helps if you choose to play Magica Dragonknight. It's super fun. It's a really cool way to play PvP. They're super tanky, so and let me show you my resistances on the back part. It's actually crazy. 34k spell resist and 28k physical resist. It's freaking nuts. With that 3k critical resist as well. And 37, 38 spell damage on the front, on the back, and 38, 92 on the front. Man, it's insane. But yeah, a little bit expensive running the Clockwork Citrus Fillet, but I think it's worth it. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. Like I said, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.